Dear student, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Arafat from FEI Higher Secondary Institute. Today I am with the 10th biology, chapter number 4, and chapter is heredity and genetics. Today my topic is about the monohybrid inheritance. मोनोहाइब्रिड इनहेरिटेंस क्या होता है कि किस तरह ग्रिगोर जॉन मैंडल ने क्रॉस किया है by taking into an account of one trait, one character in a pea plant and make a cross between pea plant, two different pea plant. They for one character, yeah, it is a cross for one character. One character is a dominant character and another character in a pea plant is a recessive character. When he cross between them, two pea plants having different characters, one is of one character and is dominant, and another is with another character with a recessive as recessive character, with a recessive character, and he made a cross between the two parents of a pea plant. Now I'm going to study about this monohybrid inheritance. Simply you can say that monohybrid cross. And in a monohybrid cross, John Mandel formulated important laws towards the genetics, that law of segregation, मतलब फर्स्ट वन इज लॉ ऑफ पेरिड फैक्टर, वो अप्लाई होता है मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस में. लॉ ऑफ सेग्रीगेशन ऑफ गैमीट्स वो भी अप्लाई होता है इसमें. जब मैं क्रॉस आपको दिखाता हूँ उस वक्त वो लॉज भी इसमें एप्लीकेबल होंगे. और थर्ड वन इज द लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस, लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस ऑफ जीन्स, लॉ ऑफ डोमिनेंस ऑफ अलील्स भी को कह सकते हो, इसमें वो भी एप्लीकेबल है. तीनों लॉज इसमें आते हैं when I will perform this type of cross. Now first of all we perform this cross. I will tell about why Gregor John Mendel only choose a garden pea plant, and scientific name is Pisum sativum, and why he choose only garden pea plant. It has some characteristics feature. First one is garden pea plant उसने क्यों लिया अपने एक्सपेरिमेंट में garden pea plant, only his experimental performance Mendel chose it. Why Mendel chose it? Because of various characteristics, and it is a scientific name is Pisum sativum. It is the scientific name, binomial nomenclature. First one is generic name, second one is the specific name, that is Pisum sativum. Is it the scientific name of garden pea plant? Why he only Mendel chose that garden pea plant in his experiment? Because of certain features. A part is this plant is easily available for experiments. इसका easily available होना तभी तो मेंडल ने ये चूज किया. सेकंड वन इज why he choose garden pea plant. First one is this easily available. Second one is it is a cell up, it bears flowers. That flower, it has bisexual flower, it has bisexual flowers and self pollinating, and hence self pollinating देयर इज सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. एक तो बाइसेक्सुअल फ्लावर इसमें होता है एंड सेकंड वन इज द इट इज अ सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. और this is the second, and third part is easily can be performed. Easily can be performed. It is the third feature of about this. Easily can be performed. Artificial 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 hybridization. Hybridization, what do you mean by then? We make a artificial crossing, that means hybridization or cross breeding. To these flowers we can easily perform cross breeding. How? The term is the, you know the term emasculation. You can perform, how it is possible, then we can perform that term emasculation. emasculation क्या होता है? ये प्रोसेस क्या होता है? इस प्रोसेस में क्या होता है? इस प्रोसेस में क्या होता है? we remove करते हैं removal of stamens in a flower, and the process of removal of stamen in a flower. What are the stamen? They are the male parts in a flower. Then we make it as possible removing male part can be possibly removed, so that it is pollen should not pollinate it is egg in the ovary, same egg in the ovary. That means उस चीज को ना होने देना. The process is known as the emasculation, removal of stamens in a flower, and having possible cross breeding with another choice of pollen grains. ये तो क्या है emasculation में क्या होता है? रिमूवल ऑफ स्टेमिनस और मेल पार्ट, उसको रिमूव करना है फ्लावर से, उसी को कहते हैं emasculation, दिस प्रोसेस. एंड वी हैव देन पॉसिबल क्रॉस ब्रीडिंग. देन वी टेक द pollen grains of another stamen of another flower which is a desirable. Then Mendel can perform this type of process. Mendel can perform artificial hybridization or cross breeding easily in a pea plant. ये एक important C part, एक character feature है. Why only Mendel chose this type of plant? And is the D part here? He found seven pure contrasting characters कहो या traits कहो. Then he was lucky one. मैंने इससे पहले भी बता कि इसने बहुत सारे वेराइटीज देखे गए हैं इसी सेम गार्डन पी प्लांट में. इस गार्डन पी प्लांट ने इसने डेवलप की है बहुत सारे कैरेक्टर्स, और जो कैरेक्टर्स बहुत बिल्कुल विजिबल थे, विजिबल टू सी इन दिस पी प्लांट. देन he found seven pure contrasting characters. We take here what are those seven contrasting characters. फिर ई पार्ट में और भी इसमें है. ई पार्ट में that is short life cycle है इसमें. short life cycle. That means that is seasonal plant. so a short seasonal plant, it is a seasonal plant, short सीजनल प्लांट के कारण भी मैंडल ने चूज किया और इसको उस मैंडल को वेट नहीं करना पड़ा कि कब कैरेक्टर्स डेवलप होंगे विद अ होप, वो कैरेक्टर्स कब डेवलप होंगे और उसको कम समय उसको नोटिस करने में कम समय लगता था एंड इट हैव अ शॉर्ट लाइफ स्पैन. तो इन अ ईयर इट वी कैन ग्रो पी प्लांट टू 2 or 3 times and short life because of short life span. ये भी एक कारण रहा है why Gregor Mendel chose garden pea plant in his experiment. Now what are those 7 contrasting characters John Mendel noticed in a garden pea plant? 7 contrasting means opposite, contrasting characters. तो केस नंबर 1 इज द कैरेक्टर जो है, पहले मैं ऐसे लिखूंगा, मैं आई विल परफॉर्म द कैरेक्टर. अब कैरेक्टर 2, एक कैरेक्टर होता है डोमिनेंट ट्रेट या डोमिनेंट, दूसरा होता है रिसेसिव कैरेक्टर. तो क्या है इसमें, नंबर 1 में क्या लिया है ग्रेगोर जॉन मैंडल ने, इसने एक टेबल परफॉर्म बनाया. तो उसमें पहले देखा हाइट इज अ कैरेक्टर एक पाया जाता है इनमें, हाइट इन स्टेम. तो हाइट इन स्टेम इसने एक लिया कैरेक्टर. इसमें डोमिनेंट कैरेक्टर भी है रिसेसिव. इसमें डोमिनेंट रहता है, हाइट में की बात हम कर लेंगे, पी प्लांट में देखा गया है टॉल and it is represented by capital T, and recessive character is of dwarf. It has recessive, it is represented by this allele, that is small t. It is represented always the dominant character is represented by capital letters and recessive character are represented by small letters. Second is the here, I will write it here. Second, here we can say the पोजिशन ऑफ फ्लावर. उसने दूसरा कैरेक्टर में देखा पोजिशन ऑफ फ्लावर में उसने क्या देखा, कुछ फ्लावर पी प्लांट में टर्मिनल थे ऊपर, एंड दैट इज द रिसेसिव, एंड कुछ एक्सेल फ्लावर्स थे इन द मिड पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट. देखो यहाँ डायग्राम में देखूंगा, इफ इट इज अ प्लांट, इट इज लीफ, हियर इट इज लीफ, यहाँ पे. तो यहाँ पे फ्लावर ऐसे डेवलप किए इन्होंने फ्लावर. तो ये जो फ्लावर का जो पोजीशन, ये एक्सेल है, एक्सेल इन पोजीशन, दैट मीन इन द मिड ऑफ द ब्रांचेस एट द नोड्स ऑफ द प्लांट. ये एक पी प्लांट है. दूसरा पी प्लांट में हमने क्या देखा, ये पी प्लांट है, ये फ्लावर है, इसमें फ्लावर है, ये सॉरी ये लीव्स है. तो यहाँ पे ऐसे फ्लावर, ये फ्लावर देखो, यहाँ पे ये फ्लावर एक्सल है, ये फ्लावर यहाँ पे टर्मिनल है. टर्मिनल मीन्स एट द टॉप. देखो यहाँ पोजीशन फ्लावर, इस पी प्लांट में जो पोजीशन है एक्सल, और इस पी प्लांट में जो पोजीशन ऑफ फ्लावर है वो टर्मिनल है, टॉप पे. तो यहाँ पे ऐसे लिखेंगे हम, दैट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ फ्लावर. जो इसमें डोमिनेंट कैरेक्टर रहता है वो एक्सेल रहता है, AXIL एक्सेल. दैट इज, इट इज रिप्रेजेंट बाय a letter A, capital A, and it has terminal, that is represented by a letter small a. Recessive character are always represented, that means it is a recessive character in pea plant. As view of the position of flower, it is the dominant character in pea plant. Third is the inflated, that means shape of the pod. pod का shape क्या होता है, एक होता है inflated, that is capital F representation, and second one is constricted means that is represented by small I. That means pod जो होता है इस तरह का होता है, I will show you here in the diagram. इस तरह का फ्लैट नेट होता है पी प्लांट में ऐसे. तो दूसरा जो होता है कॉन्स्ट्रिक्टेड फॉर्म है इस तरह का पॉड फॉर्म, मतलब फुचदार ऐसे. उनमें एक तो होता है पॉड शेप, वो होता है इनमें, इसमें इन्फ्लेटेड होता है आई, इसमें कॉन्स्ट्रिक्टेड होता है. ये कॉन्स्ट्रिक्टेड आया, ये इन्फ्लेटेड आया. The constricted. It is the shape of the pod. Now another character John Gregor Mendel noticed it in a garden pea plant. That is fourth one is that is color of pod. Color of pod. That is green is the dominant. He is seen green, capital G, and green, and some of the yellow, that is small y. Color of the pod, that is color of the pod is y, small y. We can represent this. So this is the four characters as seen by Gregor Johannes Mendel. Color of pod, इसी color. Green is the dominant character and yellow is it is recessive character represented by small y, and it is represented by a capital G. Then another we take the 7 contrasting characters, or 7 is pure in condition. Fifth one is the seed color. सीड कलर अनदर कैरेक्टर पाया गया है. देखो जॉन मेंडल ने किस तरह डिफरेंट वैरायटी ऑफ पी प्लांट फाइंड आउट किए और किस तरह ये विजिबल कैरेक्टर्स थे. दैट मीन डोमिनेंट इज द सीड कलर इज द डोमिनेंट इज green and yellow. It is the color of seed, that is yellow is dominated. Yellow, capital Y, and green, it is small y. That means yellow color seed is the dominant character. Sometimes we write the seed color as the seed cotyledon, or sometimes we write it here seed cotyledon color, that is yellow or green. ये भी कह सकते हो, ये भी ऐसा same है. It is the same one. Yellow seeds are dominant character, dominant trait, and green is it is recessive trait. And another one is the या color of seed को हो या color of cotyledon को हो. Sixth one is the that is the seed. We can say seed color here. यहाँ पे seed form, यहाँ पे seed forms, seed shape को हो, shape of the seed. One is the rounded. Another it is represented by capital R, and seed color is the wrinkled, that is small r. That means I say if you take the seed of a pea, here it is the seed of the pea. One is the rounded, it is the rounded, and a wrinkled is the in this form. A wrinkled constricted seed भी कह सकते हैं इस तरह का seed. This is the position of flower, height, cotyledon, seed coat. यहाँ पे दूसरा भी है seed coat. Seventh one is the seed coat color. Seed coat color, जो seed coat होता है, covering होती है seed की, उसका coloration क्या होता है. एक तो आता है उसमें colored, that is represented by capital C, and is the white, that is represented by small c, capital C, small c. It is all about the 7 contrasting character as Mendel noticed in pea plant. One is character is the dominant, another is the recessive in a contrasting condition. This is all about the why Mandel and what are the seven contrasting character. Now we take one of the character uh, among seven. We take one of the character in explain the monohybrid inheritance. This is today's topic. That in Mandel performed monohybrid cross. Took the parents with he took the parents. One parent is pure tall and is with character pure tall, and another parent is dwarf, pure dwarf. Mendel ने लिए थे दो parents. One parental people is with character, is with trait pure tall, and another with the pure dwarf, and he made a possible cross between these parents. And it is here the phenotype nature of the people, or phenotype. I mean, this is the phenotype nature. What is the phenotype nature? A phenotype character is tall in looking, dwarf in looking. That means tall stem, people aren't with tall stem, and people aren't with short stem. And here is the character. This always यहाँ पे according to law of parent factor, each and every trait is controlled and maintained and regulated by a pair of gene, pair of allele. That is, it can be represented by genotype, genus, by a pair of gene, capital T. अभी मैंने कहा dominant character is always represented by capital T, and it is represented by small t and small. This is a pair of factors. Maintain, regulate character in a pea plant. Maintain, regulate character, this dwarfness in a pea plant. Pair of factor. It is here the genotype nature. What is their genotype? Their genotype is a pair, capital T, and they represent this character is maintained, represented by a pair of genus small t. Now here is the gamete formation. We can see the gamete formation takes place here. Gametes formation during the process of gametogenesis. Here is the formation of this pair of factors separate out according to law of segregation of gametes. Apply हो. इससे पहले क्या मैंने कहा कि जो बताया था मैंडल ने law of paired factor, that means each pair of factor regulate maintain the character, and this pair of factor maintains this character, and this pair of factor maintains this character according to law of paired factor. This, and according to the law of segregation of gametes, that means during the gamete formation, a pair of allele, pair of gene, pair of allele, they separate out. Here this pair of allele separate out during the gamete formation. It goes here T, comma, I will place here between the comma, here T. Gametes ban gaye. With gamete is a cell contains a single number of chromosome. Single number of chromosome. That here is the T and comma. That means according to law, ये मैंने बताया gamete formation according to law of, यहाँ पे लिखूंगा मैं law of segregation of gametes. Here is this character is maintained by this pair, this character. It is according to this first law. It is the second law of paired factors. According to law of paired factors, this I tell you, according to law of segregation, there is a formation of gametes. When there is formation of gametes, then there is the generation of F1 progeny. Here this type of gamete, I believe here this type of gamete cross it here with the formation of capital T, small t. Here this T and this T here is the formation of, then this there is a fusion, fertilization. If there is gamete formation, then there is a fertilization. Here I will write here fertilization. In a fertilization there is a meeting of two different gametes. Capital T here is also. What here form is there? Here is the formation of F1 progeny. Here is the formation of F1, इसको कहते हैं F1 progeny. That means F1 generation develops by original parents. Both parents are pure in characters, and gamete formation. After gamete formation, there is a fertilization. This type of gamete fuse up with this type of gamete, and heterogamete is on recombination gives this type of genophyte. This type of genophyte here is F1 progeny. Is F1 progeny में this type of genotype gives the formation of hybrid. क्या बनेगा यहाँ पे hybridol. This here is the hybridol. मेंडल ने क्या देखा, इस important चीज उसने notice किया है. He noticed an important remark in a monohybrid cross में उसको दिखे क्या, that means a hybrid tall, all the progeny, all the F1 generation were tall. They were with tall situm, all develops with a character of tallness. This was an amazing fact for the Johannes Mendel, why he happened so. That means then he with this find out in his experiment, he leads to the another law, that is law of dominance. That means dominance. इसका मतलब है in a law of dominance that one character is suppressed by the another character. That means one recessive character with a recessive gene, याद रखिए, one recessive character with a recessive gene is suppressed, is masked by the another dominant character with dominant gene. That means here capital T is the dominant here. In this capital T is dominant and a dominant factor, and this is small t is a recessive factor. This factor will not allow to express this type of gene. That means this type of factor, this type of gene is the dominant in nature and will suppress the characters. This small t is responsible for to maintain the character doofness. That means he will not approve, he will not allow this type of genes, recessive gene to express, to have a recessive character. Then here is the, according to law of dominance, here is a dominancy, that hybrid tall, all the generation, all the progeny were tall in characters. Then when there is another cross, when John Mendel performed the cross between the F1 progeny, he then shocked. Then this was amazing for that Mendel, that how there is a possible, again there is a formation of doofness character. ये वापस आया उसमें, उसने intermediate भी देखे, hybrid tall भी देखे, when he made the cross hybrid tall, pure tall, and he got the pure doof recessive character, उसको वापस मिला है when he made a cross between the F1 progeny. I will proceed it, I will erase here this part. It is यहाँ तक आप याद रखिए इसको. According to law, there is hybrid tall यहाँ पे F1 progeny, P plant with hybrid tall means all the progeny were tall in characters. Now in this, I will proceed this tall T, capital T, small t, this capital T, small t. Then when these hybrid tall, now they act as parents. They act as parents. These are the hybrid. This is the hybrid tall. That means heterogeneous alleles, hybrid. This is the hybrid tall. And now again there is a gamete formation by when we make, again the Mendel make a cross between the two. Again he make the cross of the F1 progeny का cross किया उसने, F1 progeny का he performed a cross, same cross. It is a continuation of monohybrid. Here is the gamete formation. gametes formation. Here is the capital T, small t. Here is the capital T, small t. According to law of segregation of gametes. Again here is apply of the law of paired factor. Each pair of factor maintain this character and maintain this character. And there is the law of segregation of gametes, formation of gametes. Then there is a fertilization. After fertilization, meeting of two gametes, and here is the formation of the F2 progeny. After fertilization is here, this T and this T give the formation of, and again if there is a probability here, ये टी इससे भी मीट हो सकता है, ये टी इससे भी फ्यूज हो सकता है. यहाँ पे इसके पास दो प्रोबेबिलिटीज है 50-50%. Then I will perform it here, and now I will take this T and this T here, this, now again this T and this T. Now what is this T and this? It gives the formation of this T. I will show at the nearby this T. It gives the T here, this T and this T, this and this. It gives the T and T, and this it gives again the T and T. Here this T, it gives the this and this. When there is a formation of F2 progeny, there is formation of F2 progeny, generation progeny. F2 progeny was very amazing to the John Mandel. Here these are the genotype of, here is the genotype nature of the F2 progeny. Here this is the, this pair of factor maintains the character of, this maintains the character of pure tall, and this pair of factor maintains the character hybrid tall. It is the hybrid tall, and also both maintains the, this is also the hybrid tall. चाहे ये T यहाँ से हो या यहाँ से हो, still there is a dominant gene. It will not allow to express the recessive gene, recessive factor. Then there is still the maintenance of this type of character tall. And here is the pure dwarf. Here what is the genotype? Here pure tall and pure hybrid tall and pure dwarf. Then what is the genotype? Genotype क्या होगा? Genotype ratio. In this it is a genotype nature, genotype combination, and then ratio what would be? It is 1 is to, this is 1 to, then it is ratio is 1 in the whole. It is ratio is 2 times to the whole. It is ratio is 1 time to the whole. Then there is the genotype ratio. Important option में भी question में भी exam में आता है ये question. Genotypic ratio बता monohybrid cross में, that is 1 is to 2 is to 1. 1 is the pure tall and 2 hybrid tall and 1 pure dwarf. Then this is the genotypic. Now what is the phenotype nature? I will erase it here. Phenotype क्या होगा यहाँ पे? देखो यहाँ पे phenotype nature क्या है? Phenotype nature है all will be the, ये तीनों दिखेंगे हमें physically. There is physical appearance in a pea plant in a garden, that all the locus there is the tall is to dwarf में क्या रेशियो रहता है, अब यही जानेंगे इसमें. टोटल टॉल चाहे हाइब्रिड हो प्योर हो, वो हमें इस तरह नहीं दिखेंगे. जीनोटाइप इज समवट डिफरेंट. जीनोटाइप कैरेक्टर एंड phenotypic character. Phenotype is a visible expression, to the physical expression we can easily see, but ये पता लगाना मुश्किल है genotypically what the genus it contain. It is very tough. Now phenotypically it is easy to predict. Here there the total tall are the 3 and total dwarf जो short type का pea plant यहाँ, that is 1. That means it is phenotype nature. Dwarf is to tall is to dwarf. That is the phenotype ratio is. It is phenotype character. Yeah, phenotype nature. Tall dwarf character. Progeny is with phenotype nature. In a F2 progeny, we noticed that John Mandel noticed that there is three pea plants, tall pea plants, three in number, and one dwarf plant, pure in character. That means phenotype ratio is 3:1. ये भी important है, ये भी exam में आता है. Dear students, this was all about the John Mendel's monohybrid inheritance, and how he crossed first to perform a basic cross between two pea plants with one character, and both the characters, two different contrasting characters. First of all, in original pea plants were pure in expression, pure in character, pure in expression. Then he make the cross. There is a form, there is a F1 progeny. Then we all got the dominant characters expressed by all pea plants में dominant character CI, that is tall, अभी मैंने बताया वो भी hybrid. फिर जब हमने F1 progeny में cross दिखाया, and again there is a law of period factor, there is a law of segregation of gametes, there is a law of dominance. Also here the law of dominance is applied in F2 progeny. That means here law of dominance, here is the capital T, and capital factor जो है यहाँ पे dominant factor maintain the dominant character and suppress the recessive character, recessive gene. Here both the allele, both the factors are recessive conditions. There is no dominant gene, then they find out the chance to express. Here is the formation of the pure character. यहाँ पे pure character express हो गया है in a garden pea plant में. This is cross. And then what is the statement, what is the expression in the F2 progeny. I hope you understand today's lecture. Monohybrid cross John Mendel performed in his experiment. Thank you.